Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Happy Thursday, or it might not be Thursday where you are. Uh, so, hello, wherever you're from and wherever you are. She's like it's in the now, so we're just we hope everyone is doing really well. Positive energy. We have a question for you. When you pop in. Celia says we have a question. We are hi Eliza. Are you near what was the name of that city? Oh, Dave told me some city. There's a city in Ireland where his company has an office. And their agents work remotely from home. If it's something you would be interested in, let me know. We were talking about something at breakfast and it kind of ding me. We're going to email you. We'll email Celia said not on here, just for Dave's work stuff. So we're not, but his company does have a office there. Yes, I do. So but it is a work from home job opportunity. It does afford us to travel with the position that Dave has, and I believe with all the positions through their company allow travel. Like we get free accommodations where, well, we have to pay the resort fee. Besides that, yeah, because Celia's like, even if it's just something for now, but you might find it's something with a great opportunity. Because she said we don't know. We haven't asked you what do you do? Yes, I was like, well, Dave told me that, and I was like, Dave, what is the city in Ireland? Okay. So, I don't know. I will just say it's a great company. Dave's been there for 20 years. So, coming up on his 20 years this year. So, hi, Danny. How are you? Yeah, we are hoping as well, but sometimes if yeah, he's been with him in June or July. It's his 20th anniversary. So have a most wonderful day, Danny. If you get a chance, pop back in. If not, we'll see you later. We may be doing a live this evening. So we'll see. Maybe. But we are my mom's really ringing the chimes this morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. Danny, try to get on the beach, Celia says. Yes, like we feel like there's such big change the last couple of days. Like, oh my God, the energy. The cards really want to come out today. So the first card in the general reading is the still wants to jump to go the distance card. The next card is the breathe card. And then we get the card of a leg up. Flexibility, because sometimes we like to try to control things, but sometimes things are out of our control. And then you get the round and round card because everything kind of always works itself out. And the bottom of the deck is the chaos and conflict card. But in this card, you know, it's a zebra, but he's got a giraffe skin, but that giraffe skin is peeling off. And we feel like that is definitely what is happening now. Like huge transformation happening now. I did get a new deck of cards. So we're going to use them today. They are very beautiful. They are they're just the gold foil tarot, but they are, that's the box. So he likes me to show them. And they are very beautiful. So we are going to do, just the general reading with these. They flow very well. They are definitely full of the new energy. Celia was like the other day, she's like, buy those. We got to have them now. So here they are. So we are just doing general energy. She said we're just gonna cut the deck and go from there. So we are doing a current energy is the Four of Pentacles. So some energy we're holding on to. And there is another four, the Emperor. What are you holding on to about your masculine energy? Where are you holding yourself back in your masculine energy? Sometimes we go all, we're like, I've been really working on my physical, or my feminine energy, but I also have to make sure I'm balancing that with my masculine. So, as we are twin flames, we have to have that energy, and the foundation of the reading is the Queen of Cups. So I'm definitely saying to come from a space of your heart. And I feel like maybe that's saying we're holding on a little bit to being in our masculine energy. So maybe try to be a little more of your heart space today. The card of the immediate future is the King of Cups. Don't we all want to welcome him in? We love when he's around. He always makes us feel good. True. The headspace is the Ace of Cups, which is about, that self-love. And as you give yourself that self-love and decide to really feel that, make sure you're not hanging out in the masculine energy. Don't be hanging out in the masculine energy, because if you're hanging out there, he can't be. And we want him to come in. We don't want him to stay out. In the the immediate past card is the Queen of Swords, which is that clarity of knowing what do you want. And you know what you want? You want to be in a really good heart space, because if you want somebody to come back and be in a place with you, you want to be really lovey and gushing all over them, like you want them all over you. So make sure you're really spending some time being in your feminine energy. We feel like as you can be in that masculine energy, sometimes that holds you back. And I feel like maybe you're having a few people around you, because I see, two queens, the king and the emperor. So I feel like you may have several people currently around you that are in different stages of this journey. So just know, come from a place of your heart. And just know, if there are several people around you, as you stand in your self-love, they're going to mirror that back to you. So if that's what you want mirrored back to you, that love and kindness and generosity, make sure you're projecting that energy as well. The current environment, the Eight of Swords. She says with that, sometimes that, we want something to change, but we don't know how. And sometimes that's because we're trying to control it. Sometimes we just need to be a little more flexible and know that everything is always working out, because we start with go the distance and we end with round and round. That it is a cycle. Everything is always working out. We're going to get a little clarification on some guidance for that Eight of Swords for the current energy. Because we want to see how we can move that forward out of that Eight of Swords energy. So if you're having a lot of chaos and conflict right now in your mind, we're gonna see what we need to do to let go of this energy over here and this energy. And and here's why. How other people are seeing you is that moon, that moon is that Cancer energy, but moon is also that shadow, that light and that dark. And maybe they see that you're working with the energies and trying to figure out how are you working that all out for you. And also, so you said, Mars has moved into Cancer, and with that energy, it's action with passion and, from a heart centered place. So make sure you're doing that. And she said, we really don't like this as the current energy, you know, of things. You may be going through a dark night of the soul. And she said, this message isn't for everybody. So please just take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you're going through a little bit of a struggle right now and some mind chatter, um, no, it's just sometimes we have to go through things and gain new clarity. And I say that because I see the moon with the sun there, and gain new clarity and perspective on the situation. So if you're having a lot of mind chaos, say, can I say this better? What can be a better, how can I say this better? How can I see it from a higher or different perspective? And the hopes and fears card is that 4 of Cups, like the universe is trying to bring you a gift in. But in this, another 4, he's being stubborn. So right now we've got, 2 4s in the Emperor, so 3 4s. So that, 4 4 4, which is about trying to bring in stability. And we feel like that's definitely what's trying to come in with that King of Cups in the future. And we feel like as you gain that new clarity, it's going to move things forward very quickly. That Knight of Swords is the quickest knight in the deck. The underlying energy is the Nine of Swords. Are you being awakened at night? If you are, that's most likely. So it's like dark night of the soul. That's when you're really getting those messages in the middle of the night, that communication that's waking you up. When that's happening, be like, okay, what are you trying to tell me? Because as you step into that energy and really accept it, you're going to turn that wheel, put that 10 of Swords down, which is that burden, which is, definitely what happens when you turn that wheel. So you got 9, 10, 10, and another 10. So with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, which is about really standing in your power, and in your mission, with the Page, with the 2 of Pentacles on the bottom, which is about finding that balance. So are you ready for a brand new cycle? Because this looks like big changes coming. I mean, you're going from the 9 to the 10 of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune there, letting go of that burden. Really, those are the 2 10s you want to get rid of. So it is time to move that cycle by asking, what do I need to do? What do I need to do to step into this mission? And as you do that, you're going to gain the clarity on the action to take forward. Because really, if you change your thoughts, you can almost immediately change your entire environment. We are going to get some cards about the 4 of Pentacles and the Emperor in the current energy. She said this current energy feels like it's a very stuck mindset in the physical, something that can change really quickly. So we're going to see guidance to move this 4 of Pentacles. What are we holding on to that we need to let go of? She's like, what are we holding on to? Some thoughts that don't serve us. I can't help but hear, are you meditating? And being in that feminine energy, because then we get the Page of Swords, the Star, and the Empress. So I feel like it's definitely asking you to step into your feminine energy and really take some time to decide, what do you want to manifest? Is it worth holding on to the things that aren't serving you? Because sometimes those things that are holding on is causing no communication. And as you heal that energy, like you're bringing in something really good. As you decide to let go of whatever energy is holding you back about your stability, as you balance that energy, what are you holding? And that can be in many things. That can be a person, that can be a job, that can be, a lot of different things are part of our stability. You know, that Emperor energy encompasses a lot. Our home, our home. Somebody's home. Is somebody getting a new home? Somebody may be trying to manifest a new home and they're trying to put a lot of action in it. And as are you trying to push something forward with action? Are you trying to like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to make this happen? Because I'll tell you honestly, if you really want to manifest something, get in your heart space and really desire what you want and think about it from like you. Abraham says one person connected is stronger than a million people that aren't. So take the time, get really clear on what you want, meditate, get grounded, be balanced, and then focus on how to bring in that stability. Because right now we feel whatever you're holding on to from the past is what's blocking the stability. She's like, whatever, he's definitely holding on to that tight. He's like, I got it. I have to do it this way. And she's like, that's control. Let go of control. Let go of control. Okay, we're going to get clarification on the Eight of Swords for the current environment. So what is going on with the Eight of Swords? I know there's been a lot of downloads lately. I've been getting a lot of strong messages. And yesterday I had to, I was going to do a live and had to take a nap instead. So there's those downloads trying to come in. So if you're getting downloads, if you're getting a little especially like I was meditating and after I do that or like go on a walk, a lot of times like afterwards I'm like, okay, I have to take a break to integrate that. Because we feel like that is what this is definitely trying to do. You're definitely getting messages from your higher self. And she's like, look, clarifying that are three major arcana. So just know that you have the choice to think of something in a different way. She's like, you can think of things in such a different way. You have that inner strength and guidance. Know that you are being guided. Know that you have the ability to think a different thought. You get to choose. Think a different thought. She's like, think a different thought. It's literally that simple. That is the work. That literally is the work, to take the time to choose a different thought. I mean, take one moment and say, is this thought serving me? Just like right then, there was so much energy coming through me, but she's like, slow down and say it. So are the negative thoughts serving you? Because I'm pretty sure they're not. And that is the work on how to figure out how to overcome those. And you can overcome them by truly being balanced, being grounded, being connected to your higher self, listening. Say, I'm having this thought. How can I bring more love to this thought, this situation? Because as you decide to come at it from a place of the heart, it can really move everything forward. In whatever this situation is, it's going to bring you that stability. And I feel like right now, even in the immediate future, that king right there, he's doing okay. But you know what? He's out there floating on the water. That doesn't feel too stable to me. So even if you get a little reprieve and it helps a little bit, and sometimes we have to take that little step. Sometimes a little step in the right direction can really bring in everything we desire. Okay. And that is true. Like, as far as making money, sometimes if you can't do it on on your regular job, get a delivery job or get a little something that can supplement. And normally, literally, as soon as that starts going, like that money flow will come in. We're going to get some clarification on the moon. Okay. Apparently, a lot of messages about that moon. The bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, which is twice in this reading. So we feel like the wheel is definitely trying to turn. So are you ready to turn the wheel? Are you ready to help? It's literally by changing your thoughts. So we're going to get the cards for the moon. So to start with, so he's like, what to start with? We're going to start with the Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Four of Cups, and the Tower. We feel like the dark night of the soul is going on, and it is bringing you to this place of the Tower. And people are wondering, because you're being a little more imbalanced, you're moving forward. She's like, Tower first, boom, with the moon. The moon's happening, the Tower's happening. With that dark night of the soul, people see you're more imbalanced. You're moving forward on your journey because you are seeing the gifts. She's like, you are seeing them. Even if in this card, she's daydreaming, that daydreaming is help bringing her more and more gifts in. And as she's in that daydreaming, as she's in this daydreaming energy, which is mirrored here in the current energy, as she is daydreaming and healing this energy, because like this is this. She's like, that's this. That's taking the time to think about and dream about, what do you want? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Because we feel like you are ready to bring in your happiness in an enlightened relationship, something that's next level for you, something that's not in a low vibration, something that's high vibration. And that happens when you take the moment to be like, I want this and I'm not accepting anything less. And like, seriously, we're like, you have to know your worth. You have to know your value. And literally the moment you do, things can change. I'll say yesterday I was meditating and I had an epiphany, and I told Dave, wow, I had a desire in the past, and I then got the desire what I was trying to manifest. And then I got some discernment, because then it wasn't what I wanted. Actually. So I got a little discernment about that. So as I got that discernment, I was like, hold on, actually, that's not what I want. So then it went completely to the opposite way of, or not as much, but to where I wasn't attracting the one thing that I decided now I want both. I don't have to pick one or the other. I actually am picking both. That's my decision on it. So I worked on that, and I hadn't realized it. And honestly, I'll tell you, the change when Dave got home with the energy with him was instantaneous once he had come in the door. Like, I did the work in the daytime, and I even took a nap because I had to integrate it. And then when he came home, it was like a new paradigm completely. By literally having the clarity to take the time to be like, so he's like, oh, this is where you're at with this. And I'm like, oh, hold on. That's my belief. That's not what I want to believe. So sometimes you have to just get some clarity. And as we go through situations, and apparently she's going to make me explain it more. She wants me to. So we're going to talk about it for a minute. How are y'all doing? So, previously, I was married for 19 years. And my ex-husband was kind of in and out, which was a triggering thing for me, which now I know, whatever. Anyway, the last time he left, before he would be in and out, but not necessarily that I knew with another person. I always had a suspicion, but I never had proof. And the last time he left and went and moved in with somebody else. So it made me feel very much not enough. So, which was a lot about my self-worth. So on that, I felt not desired. So then I put out into the universe, I was feeling lack of desire. So that put out into the universe, I wanted to be desired because I felt like I wasn't being enough. So when I did that, I kept attracting people that were not looking to love me. They were looking to desire me. Which at that time I thought that's what I wanted. And then I had some discernment and I was like, hold on, scratch that. Actually, that is not what I want. What I want, what I want is to be loved. So then, okay, I got that in there. So then I got Dave. And then I'm like, okay, I want to be desired by Dave. Because before I kind of, I guess I changed in my personality somewhat. So I don't know. So I put out that so in general, I kind of had an energy of kind of blocking people overall. I didn't want anybody to desire my attention or my affection or anything. So with that, I've like had this whole clarity yesterday, and I'm like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Actually, I want to be loved and I want to be desired. So like yesterday, my channel grew like five people overnight when I had not done anything yesterday. I didn't put any content out. I didn't do any shorts. I didn't really do anything yesterday. But I grew five because I put the energy out to be desired. And then last night when Dave got home, like I was less like, we kissed as much last night and we probably did in the last month. So he was very much in the energy of desiring to spend time with me and show me affection. So literally in less than 6 hours, I totally changed everything. So so literally just by sitting and really taking some time to see where you are with things. Sometimes we don't realize where our belief is until Celia was like, your belief is you don't want to be desired. And I'm like, well, hold on. That's not maybe true. Hold on. Hold on. I don't think that's actually true. I like that people are, desire to hear my message. And I like, people desire for my affection. I like Dave to want to, show me affection and desire me. So it was just a very I wasn't going to get into all my personal business, but apparently we are getting into personal business today. So just to really explain how quick things can change by just truly changing what you want and deciding, hold on, because you have the right, you can change your mind anytime you want. You can say like, hold on, that's not what I want. Um how do you feel about being desired? Positive energy. How do you feel about being desired? Yeah. Because that's in like all aspects. So I'm like, okay, so like, look, I'm 28 minutes in. We got 12 likes already. We're doing pretty good for today. Yeah. And where I am, it is 11:11. So make a wish. So we hope everyone's doing really well. But like, I had not even really thought about it, how it was going, and I was like, I didn't want it, but you know what? Well, and I guess in a way I felt like I was not needing to be desired anymore because I was married to Dave and I wasn't supposed to project that energy of wanting to be desired, but um it comes in more than just, it's more than just that one little aspect of my life. It's the overall aspect. So I am open. I hope many people are desiring to hear Celia's message. And and have fun with us. She's like, let's have some fun. So we are hoping everyone's doing well today. Yeah, she's like, it's such a good We love the energy today. And she's like, we're just going to shuffle a couple decks around a little bit because we're going to use a couple different ones, she said. And we feel like, she's like, there's that Kundalini energy card. She's like, somebody is maybe having that going on. Anybody that's watching that's feeling a lot of energy and making you feel a little more dreamy, a little more up in your head space in a positive way, she's saying. So hi, Great Courts, how are you? So anybody who's having a Kundalini activation, take some deep breaths. So she said somebody was like having it because she put that card. She's like, somebody's having this. So the doll face diva, just know, first take some deep breaths and really think about grounding your energy, but think about feeling that energy going up and down. Because honestly, if that energy's going, it can be yeah, because like the energy's like so strong right now. It's like so much I can't hardly get the words out quick enough. It's literally how it feels. Like that energy is like so strong. She's like going into April is going to be like so much. So honestly, if you're having that stuff going on, you know what? Think happy, fun thoughts, and like that can just like take you such to the place where you want to be so quickly. But like literally, I changed a thought yesterday and was able to see instant manifestation. Instant, like she's like instant manifestation that, you know, because Dave's been talking about how things are getting quicker and quicker, and literally that's like by changing a belief. So what belief would you like to change? The doll face diva, she said we're going to start with you. She's like, what belief would you like to change today? Yes, like you can change your thoughts. Like when you're having a thought, like when you're in that negative space, like Celia will tell me, I get to choose. Do I want to be happy or do I want to be right? Do I want to be happy or do I want to be mad at Dave? Like normally, because that's what it is. I get frustrated with Dave. And it knocks me out of alignment, and then I'm not happy till I get back in alignment, which is normally when I decide that I would rather be happy. Well, you get to choose. What would you like the future to be? Where would you like to be in 1 year? Oh no, it's not impossible. It's not. We'll just tell you. Yes, like the quicker you can shift them, like the better. Like ask when you're having a thought, and just start with easy. Just like every like program yourself to okay every 5 minutes. Like when you're not doing nothing. Like if you're just chilling for a little bit, take for like 30 minutes. Try the exercise and be like, okay, where is this thought coming from? Is this a good thought? Is this a bad thought? Where's my thought? You know, is this a happy thought? If it's not a happy thought, then if it's not a happy thought, think of where can I bring love into this thought? How can I think this thought differently? So, your question was better career, happy growing relationship, a baby, a baby. She's like a baby. You get the cards first of chop wood and community, and blessed. She's like, keep doing the work, and count on your community a little bit. and be a light in your community. But how are you about, oh, how are you about, how are you about accepting help from your community? How do you accept help? She says you like to give help, but you don't like to receive help. Is that true? But I'll tell you something, you're blocking receiving. You're blocking receiving. If you only want to be the giver and not the receiver of anything in the community, then we are all in this together. You are never a burden. That burden is negative energy, and that does not serve you, girl. That is the work to change that thought right there. We are all one. We are all one shard of God. We are all have a little piece of God in us. We are all one. We are all just having a different experience, but we are all one. Yeah, she's like, that's what, like, if you aren't open to receive, you can't have all that stuff. You're blocking it. You're like saying, I want all this stuff, but don't bring it to me. So you have to be open to receive. It has to be a both way thing. Yeah, she's like, it has to be a both way thing. You have to be open. Okay, now we're going to get some tarot. Because you're getting a brand new opportunity. The doll-faced diva, is there like something in your community you can help with, volunteering with, like gardening, like a community garden or something? Do you garden? Do you garden? Because the cards you get are the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and then you get the Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Ten of Wands, or the Ten of Swords. We feel like if you step out to do something like that in your community, it's really going to help move your spiritual path along to some place you're going to feel you're not a burden. To some place you're going to feel free to go shine your light. That's going to bring some good stability to you, and very good grounding energy. Like, she's like, it's going to let you feel free to really shine your light. So, see about, yeah. Because sometimes there's just somebody we need to see or talk to, and she said that would be a breadcrumb. So follow that along. I hear follow along, you know. And a community garden is a great place to get some fresh produce, especially in times like that. And it's a great place that you can really shine your light and be impactful on the community. She said great energy exchange, because, yeah, fresh produce is always a good thing. Do you need to eat more green stuff? More green vegetables? And the fresh vegetables are really good because, like, sometimes, like, she'll tell me and Dave to eat yellow food. So we'll get, like, pineapple or yellow peppers. Like, if we feel a chakra is blocked, we eat foods of that color to kind of help amplify that energy. So always know you can do that. Like, so heart chakra, you can always do, like, anything green. Or, yeah. Yeah, the foods, I mean, really, yeah, I don't know. But something about you need to eat some green food. Heart chakra stuff. Yeah. So, positive energy, Celia says we're going to get for you because you have been helping with moderating and we greatly appreciate it. Hi, Miss Pooja. How are you? Did you see we posted that video you wanted? She said that the video you thought was a good idea. Yes, so we are something else besides the lettuce, like something else green, like so. Positive energy, you get the card of fogged in, then you get the card of traveling lightly, the card of passion and pleasure, the card of mystic healer, wondrous universe, and answering the call. Are you the only thing that comes to my mind with this is and navigating by the stars. I really was like pushing and pushing and pushing, trying to do work as a physical therapy assistant. But you know what? The universe was like, nope, 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 nope. But until like now, clearly this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Put me in the place where I can do it. Everything's being taken care of. So, do you know you are a healer? She's like, do you know? Do you have heat in your hands? Does your job pertain to using that? You get the Two of Cups. Hey, positive energy. You know what kind of readings you've been getting lately? This one's completely a different kind of reading. Because you want to know what this one's about? Love. You get the Hanged Man, the two of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Queen of Swords. Are you trying to manifest love? Like high vibrational love? Because that's what this feels like to me. High vibration. High vibration with someone new and fresh. That's sweet and loving and romantic and kind and chivalrous and all of those wonderful things. Yes, you're trying to manifest that because you've been meditating and healing your heart. So if you're keep meditating, meditate. I see where you said remember my focus wheel, but you want me to tell you something when I'm channeling Celia. You know what Celia's in this message right now. She doesn't remember anything from 5 minutes ago or 5 minutes from now. She's like right now, and everything is now. So, so yeah, that's maybe why I'm like, oh yeah. But we feel like you've gained a lot of clarity on it, and we feel like some balance. That's definitely Archangel Michael for me. on that Temperance card. As you're being in this fun and happy place, of doing this, loving yourself and loving every moment of every day. Are you enjoying what you're doing every moment of every day? Are you doing that? Yes, she's like, this is whole new energy. She's like, we are like completely different energy. Like she's like, are you finding the joy? Because with this, the joy and the love, are you finding that in your everyday? Are you finding that? Because truly, right now, she's like, you just don't realize right now the blessing that is. This is such a time of healing and gaining clarity and learning and leveling up, about connecting with your higher self. And the wheel's turning. She's like, the wheel's turning. Yes. I would, you want to know what? I don't do anything I don't want to do. I don't spend time doing things I don't want to do. If I do, it's gonna not be the best for me or for whatever I'm doing. So I'm very I make sure I try to line the energy up before I do something. So try to do that. Like, say, I am going to spend a day of joy and delight. I am, like, but she's like, this new person, this seems like as you're doing that, that's really going to bring all this in. Because that is wheel is turning. And like, you can do that, she said, for one day. Like with my thing with the desire thing, she said that shows how quick that energy can change. As soon as you change your thought. But you get the fogged in, the traveling lightly, passion and pleasure, mystic healer, wondrous universe, and answering the call. Like, this feels like it's a stage. Like you've been in this fogged in. You weren't working on your path. We feel like now you're traveling lightly, you're working on it, you're picking things up along the way. You're figuring out to have the fun. You're working on that. She says this is the next card. Are you using your abilities? Are you using your healing power? Are you? And a lot of times, I know you said you're a teacher. A lot of times our power comes in the activation just through our words, moving our hands. I hear light language is why I'm like, the words and the hands. She's like, through your words, you can really activate people. Even, and you might not really believe that, but that is part of your calling to be a communicator. I told Dave, because he's got Gemini in his son is Gemini just like you. And where are you putting your communication towards your spiritual path? Where are you integrating that together? Yeah, you are. Where are you integrating it together? Because that is part of your mission. And that is going to help you step into your power. Like, do you sing? Here we go. Do you sing? The last time we got this. Do you sing? Your voice could be very activating. Like, I would never say that again. I would say that I love to sing. You know what? I used to say the only instrument I play is the radio. But you know what? Now I have a flute, and Dave says that's not true because now I have a flute and I have a bowl. And you know what? Celia loves to sing. So when she loves to belt it out. So just and like when I'm in the most connection with Celia, like she is singing it. Like she She loves the Girl on Fire song from Alicia Keys. And I don't normally sing like that, but when I'm channeling Celia, I do. So, so we are moving on. Hi, Miss Becca. How are you today? Hi, Julie. Hi, Great Chords. Pooja. Yes, she likes that song. That's probably one of her when I feel really empowered, I'll be singing. So we are gonna Eliza, I know you were here from the very beginning. Celia says, so do you have a question? And I did my nails yesterday. What do you guys think? They picked out the polish the other day, so I couldn't do the green anymore. Synchronicities, Julie, those are signs. Oh, how to overcome blockages. What kind of blockages you got going on, Eliza? That is that sometimes you know what happens though when somebody does that and they pull their energy back, you know what we tend to do? We tend to lean in, and when we lean in, that's a masculine energy. You know what, Eliza? How do you feel? Put your hand on your heart and think for a minute and tell me 5 words you feel about him. Yeah, she's like, how do you feel about him? And we are going to get some cards for you while you're... Because, Eliza, you get the card of infinite abundance, which abundance of pouring into your life. And as you're feeling those feelings, she doesn't like the longing one. Because that feels like you're missing him, and then that puts you in negative vibration. So, like, think of all the happy times with him, and as you literally sit in your heart space and are feeling like, think of the most fun you've ever had with him and relive that moment in your head. And you get the discovery truth. That can really be the thing that like brings, he's just probably having some dark night of the soul. Oh, you haven't met yet. Yes, fun. Like the happier, like that is the work. Like honestly finding your inner balance and being happy with just you. Like I was finally like, okay, when I got with Dave, I was like, okay, I'm just going to be energy healer because clearly that's just what I'm supposed to do. I give up on the dating. Be that free spirit of who you are. You know what? That's what, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles, and we get the Two of Cups. Just focus on your own happiness. As you're daydreaming and thinking of what's not happening, like the universe is trying to pour in something really good to you. And it's an opportunity. Yeah, because then you get the opportunity is to, sometimes that 3 of Cups is like wishing on a star or that wish fulfilled. Sometimes it's third party, but I don't feel like it's third party with this deck. Normally she's very specific on the deck. She has me pick up. We feel like there's definitely that twin energy. And sometimes with that is the time apart to connect to your higher self. Eliza, are you meditating? That is part of your mission. You know how I'm connected with Celia for me and Dave? If you're in a twin relationship, you have to be the connected one. Most of the time, it's the feminine that is the connected one. To that extent. Like with this card for me, it's like those 8 birds are chaos, and that little white bird's my Celia bird up there, that little quiet voice that's guiding me. And we feel like you're being guided. So be in your heart space and feel how you want to feel. Like, feel, where would you like to be in a year with this person? Where would you like to be in 5 years with this person? Where do you want to go with this person? Where would you like to go? I joke with Dave and tell him we're going to be married for 50 years and we're already 50. So that means we're living to be 100. So, like, where would you like to be? Would you like to be married? Would you like to have some children? Would you like to travel? Would you like to have, be having grandchildren in 20 years? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Like, you get to totally pick. Hi Luna, how are you? Jody, how are you? Jody, hope I'm saying that right. So he says, anyone that's in the chat, please just drop a comment so we know. Yes, like, talk about where you want to go. Like, honestly, like a long time ago, way back when I was married, like in the beginning, I went and interviewed for a job, and he's like, where do you want to be in 5 years? And I was like, oh, I want to drive, he's like, what kind of car you want to have? And I was like, a Suburban, because I had 2 kids and, whatever. So, and he's like, oh, a Lincoln Navigator, that's a nicer car. And I'm like, whatever. So he wrote Navigator down. But you know what the words I said? I said a Suburban. And you want to know about 5 years later what kind of car I was driving? A Suburban. It was this color as my shirt, burgundy. It was really pretty. I loved it. I drove the wheels off of her. Like you get to pick. She's like, you get to pick. So, like, really put where you want to be. Like, I put it out there, Suburban, and then I let it go and never thought about it again. And then recently, Celia says, remember when you did that, and then remember what you were driving? That's how you put stuff out there for your future, So we'll see. So, you are very welcome, Eliza. She said we haven't seen you for a little bit, so we are glad you could join us. Miss Pooja, are you still around? Celia says. She said she felt like you were hanging around. And we are just doing we're just gonna see what wants to come out. I know she said today it feels like a little bit different messages, so we are going with whatever message Celia's wanting to give today. She said who she's calling, she's got a message for her. So you get the co-create card, and you get the blessed card, and you get the go the distance card. So, Miss Pooja, what do you want to co-create? Because right now it seems like you can have whatever you want. She said, what do you want? Because it's literally the time. You can, like, we were just talking about it. Somebody asked, in 5 years, what kind of car did I want to be driving? And I said a Suburban, and literally not even realizing it. And after, a couple of other vehicles and that, I ended up with a Suburban. So you can have what you want. And you get the cards of the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the World, the Strength card, the Knight of Wands, the Emperor, the 6 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Moon and the Knight of Swords. So we feel like the underlying energy, she said we're going to start there. We're going to start with the underlying energy. We feel like you're not having the communication you would like, and it's because there's some, we feel like the other person may be going through some struggle, Pooja. Who, that's not good energy. The Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Moon, that's definitely Dark Night of the Soul energy with the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords. No communication. So if we're going to get a card on guidance for that in a minute, but she said that's them, this is you. So you are doing the work. So good for you. And we just pull whatever card Celia wants, and apparently this is the message she has for you today, Pooja. She really liked your idea on the reading, so she said a little something extra for you, dear. And I hear the deer in my head in a very English accent, which is not normally Celia. So something special for you, Pooja. I don't know. Every time I hear that deer, it's a very Englishy accent. Okay, you get the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. We feel like you're not getting communication, but we feel like you are putting out into the universe in a new way what you want to come in to you. She's like, what you want to come in. You co-creating. Pooja, are you telling what you do want? I want love. I want loyalty. I want respect. I want fun. Want fun. So he's like, want fun. Overflowing fun. Want fun. The next we feel like that is definitely really good energy. The next part is the World, the Strength, and the King of Wands. And we feel like this is your person going through transformation, mirroring you. We feel like currently they're in this. They are working towards this. Everybody's working towards this. Okay? Outcome. The Emperor, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess. She said this one's probably the most important one for you. This is the one you can affect the most. As you are connected, you're going to bring in everything you want by choosing your vibration, by being in that high vibration, by being connected to your spirit, your source, your higher self. You can really totally change the entire energy. So your person is going through it, working on it. She's like working on it, not going through it, working on it. So we're going to get some guidance for over here because on the underlying energy. These are really slippery. In the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles, which is communication in the 3D. You get the Ace of Pentacles again. So Pooja, you get the Ace of Pentacles twice, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So really by changing your focus on what you do want can really bring in exactly what you want, she says. Yes. Like as you do that, you're like, and really like, and not being in a confused state, being, being very clear on what you want and focusing only on what you want. Because as you focus on, I miss him, he's not here, that means he's not here. You focus on, I know it's coming, this is what it is. In the right time, it's coming back. And it will. Because it is. Because it is. So, because same for you, Pooja, when you're in that twin flame energy, it's like one person here, connection up here. Normally, Celia says the feminine energy is the one that brings that together with that through that connection. So as you work on that, it's going to really propel you forward. It is. Yeah, literally, the more I stepped into my stuff, the more everything like moved towards me. Julie, I was reading, it says, be careful who you share your gifts, blessings to. And Pooja, you are very welcome. We hope you are having a wonderful day. We are a week and a day till we go for vacation. We are excited for that to happen. Yes, transformation is coming. So, and Celia says we are gonna take a little break, and we are gonna come back in a little bit and do another live. But she said we're gonna take a little break, so we will be back here in just a little bit. Bye.